Yeah, who blew off? Shouted Darren, and a fake pinched my nostrils. Zelda, was that you? I said, spotting a line of old grannies hewing up in front of a door and waddling off in the direction, counting blueberry marshmallows. I joined the queue of unkill old grannies at the back Andila speed, counting how many of them were in front of me. Once I'd done that, I times the number by 5, which is how many minutes I guessed each one of them would take inside the Sibiuk. 312 28 minutes, I mumbled to myself. I can't hold his thing in that long. The old woman in front of me gazed around at the military in minute. What's that you say? He cooed, twizzling. Oh, nothing, I sighed. It's just I was supposed to be meeting Michael Joseph, you see, and now I'm standing here behind 7 trillion blueberry marshmallows, trying not to let an egg crust sandwich push a poo out of my bum. The granny looked down at me and, like a granny worrying her a grandson had gone bonkoids, and that's when an egg-shaped bubble of blower popped out of my bum. Stinker. Oh my good gracious me. Creaked, and Granny wiped a hanky out of her sleeve and holding it up to her saggy nostrils. I think I'm going to faint. Running down, I cried, looking around for the old man in the white suit and hat. We've got a granny going down over here, but it was too late. She'd already started to topple. Domino grannies. Tell me, my kitty, I love him, wailed the old granny as she fell backwards, knocking into the identically old lady in front of her in the queue. Kitty. Oh, crumpets, shouted the granny, toppling into the next one in line. Army, Hip cried that one, waggling her arms in the air like a whisk as she fell forward into another blueberry marshmallow. I stood back and started to whistle, pretending not to notice as the whole line of them started to drop all the way up to the toilet door. Big trouble for little Bazzy. If there's one thing I learned that day in Hong Kong's TV studios is this, that there's nothing like setting off a domino rally of old grannies to stop you needing a poo. Oh, blimey, I'm late for my scene, said Sheila Tamastula, wiping her fake rubber lips with a napkin and starting to head back the way we'd come. The queue of grannies lay sprawled on the floor, rolling around in their light blue polyester backs like a turtles after a hurricane. Storm Barry. Michael J. Socks, here we come, said Bunky, grabbing me by the hood on my jumper. Come on, not bird. Let's get the coolness out of here before you cause any more trouble. Nobody touches my hood. If you call me not bird one more time, I cried, trying to work out what I was going to say I'd do if Punky called me not bird one more time. I peered around for an idea and unkeenly spotted a family-looking security guard banging his way through the crowd of queuing grannies right towards us. There you are, you little punk, he panted, grabbing my hood out of Punky's hand and wiping a walkie-talkie out of his belt. Blossom located, he shouted into a repeat. Blossom located. How did you know my name? I said, trying to run off, but my hood wouldn't let me. I don't know why they have to sew hoods into jumpers so well. They shouldn't just be stuck on the Velcro. You can rip them off like a lizard's tail or something. The security guard pulled his sunglasses off his face and peered down at me with angry, cross eyes, which I could have said were cross eyes, but I thought that might be a bit confusing. There's a Miss Beaver been searching for you lot, he snarled. I told you she'd been looking for us, shouted Nancy. Why don't you take your hands off that bird, you big bully, cried Charnella, stomping on the security guard's foot, and he screamed, letting go of my hood. I looked at Punky and Darren, then Charnella, then Sheila Tamensula inside her stupid costume. Run for it, I boomed. Not running for it at all. If there's another thing I learnt that day is this: something when you shout, run for it. Nobody runs. Nah, said Darren, finishing off a corner of a sandwich and doing an egg burp in Charnella's face. I'm all full up.